Hi, I'm Joy. It's been another 3 months since my last update on our condo community EV charger project. In the last video, we left off with Southern California Edison doing a site visit on April 6th, and we were waiting for their approval on the charging infrastructure upgrade plan. Initially, we were told by SCE that it would take them 4 to 5 weeks to generate a site plan, but we did not hear back from them until June 1st, about 2 months later. When SCE got back to us, they told us they determined that 4 charging ports would not work with the cost of the project, and they asked us to increase our charging spaces to 6 ports. This surprised us, and we had to go back to ChargePoint asking for an updated estimate on 3 dual port charging stations instead of the original 2. ChargePoint's reseller Elko Charging Solutions came back with an estimate of nearly $60,000 proposal plus another $5,600 for installation. While reviewing the proposal, I noticed that Elko quoted us much higher than what ChargePoint rep told us what the MSRP was a year ago. Elko came back saying that ChargePoint had increased their MSRP in the last year by 16%. I understand inflation has been bad in the last year, so I did some calculations on my own based on ChargePoint's MSRP from last year to account for the inflation rate, and noticed that Elko was still charging us about $23,000 higher after the price increase by ChargePoint. I pushed back on Elko and asked for a revised proposal, questioning about the $23,000 markup, and Elko refused to update their proposal. I went back to ChargePoint asking for their current MSRP, and they never replied. As much as I like ChargePoint, this was a pretty shady business practice in my opinion, and I am pretty disappointed in ChargePoint and this reseller. Originally, our HOA board approved only $25,000 for the project based on ChargePoint's MSRP from last year. So understandably, this proposal was tabled at the June HOA meeting and not moving forward. I was not present at the June HOA board meeting because I was visiting Sandy Monroe in Michigan for my interview with him. Needless to say, I was discouraged by Elko's ChargePoint proposal. I was so discouraged that I was prepared to give up and just let this whole thing go. However, a few days after the June HOA meeting, I happened to be driving behind a brand new Tesla Model Y in my community. Later that evening, one of my YouTube subscribers, Jay, sent a tweet to me saying he saw me driving behind him earlier that day. He shared with me that he found my YouTube channel earlier this year and took delivery of his Model Y in May. His tweet reminded me that more residents here are switching to EVs and they need chargers on site. This encouraged me to go back and look for other options. So thank you, Jay, for making me not give up on this project. The next day, I went back to SCE's approved charger vendor list and highlighted the ones that I have heard of and asked our office manager reaching out to these companies for more info. In addition to requesting a quote, I made sure we also asked these charger providers about features that we would need, such as the ability to see from an app if a charger is being used or available. Can we set idle fees on our own? Is there a waitlist feature? How seamless is the payment process from users? And what is their business model for the HOA to generate revenue? We looked into EV Passport, EVSE, ChargeUp, Blink, Chargy, and SEMA Connect. All these vendors came back with much lower quotes than Elko/ChargePoint. Everyone was under $25,000 for their chargers, and installation fees are between $4,500 to $6,300. These other options are much more reasonably priced than ChargePoint, and I was more confident that this project would be approved by the board. Based on my experience and looking at different features and after-sales support, I made a recommendation to go with Blink chargers. Blink quoted us 3 dual-port charging stations, just like the ChargePoint ones, for under $20,000. Their yearly Blink network maintenance fee is $360 per charger, or $1,080 for the 3 dual chargers in our case. They also sweetened the pot by waiving our first-year network fee and giving us $500 discount on each charger. After the discounts and shipping costs, the Blink quote came out to be just under $20,000, excluding installation fees. Keep in mind that this is before the 50% rebate we will receive on these chargers from SCE under the Charge Ready rebate program. We should expect to receive a rebate of about $9,700. Before the rebate, the total project cost is around $26,000. After the rebate, our actual out-of-pocket expense for the entire project should be about $16,000, which is way below the originally approved $25,000 for this project back in 2021. With the leftover money, we can install special EV parking signs and paint those spaces to help prevent potential icing from non-EVs. I presented this new proposal from Blink to my fellow board members at the June HOA meeting, and I am thrilled to report that they unanimously approved this project. Finally. My neighbor Jay attended the meeting personally and expressed his support for the project at the open forum, and I got to meet him in person and make a new friend. Now that this project is fully approved, we are going to work with SCE to start the actual work on updating the charging infrastructure. After that is done, then we can have Blink ship the chargers to us and start installation. I will continue to share updates on this channel, on this project, until it is completed. So stay tuned. Just to refresh your memory, I initiated this project in June 2021, and it has taken 13 months to have this project fully approved by the HOA board. Hopefully, we will be able to get on SCE's schedule soon, and the actual work will be completed by the end of this year. I know there are many of you out there who tried to push an EV charger project in your own community, but it has been pushed back. I would encourage you to keep fighting and not give up when you feel discouraged like I was. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video, and God bless you.